And welcome back. One thing a lot of us missed during the pandemic, Broadway shows, live theater, musical performances, all that. Well, after a year-and-a-half break, we all know Broadway is back in New York City. And now here on the Sun Coast, it's back. Performing arts folks opening their arms, but they are doing so cautiously optimistic. Joining us now is Mary Benzel, who is the executive director of the Van Wezel. Thank you. I'm being so theatrical and dramatic because I'm so excited that
okay.
tickets
We
are
like
finally on
dramatic.
sale. Yes, I know you do. So tickets are finally back on. So tell us about your reopening.
Yeah, we're having all sorts of Broadway shows. We've had a few shows during the summer, but starting in October with Margaritaville, which is a fun, crazy Jimmy Buffett show, is a really great way to open the season. And then we have a big Broadway show coming for Thanksgiving week. It's called Come From Away, and it's actually about what happened on 9/11 and the days afterwards when all the planes had to land in Newfoundland. And it was a huge winner of all sorts of Tony, and it's just such a refreshing, uplifting show of how people helped people in the darkest of times, and you're just going to love it.
That is one that I have not seen. I saw that in your list, and I said, I'm going to buy those tickets. So
Absolutely.
take us back. How long were you guys out for? A year and a half? Talk about how the pandemic changed everything for you guys at the Van
Yeah, it,
Wezel.
it totally changed everything for us. I mean, I had Josh Groban on a Monday night. I had Paul Anka on a Wednesday. The Sarasota Concert Association was on a Thursday, and I think it was March 13th. The whole theater scene in Sarasota shut down. The city manager called me and said, get all the theaters together and we just have to close our doors. And everybody thought it'd be closed for a couple of weeks and, maybe 2 months. And of course, this has raged on for at least 16 months now. And we did a lot virtually during that time off, but we can't wait to do live theater because there's nothing like it. And we're also trying to do it very carefully for everyone.
Yes, of course. And I know we were talking before the show that you guys did keep busy during the pandemic. You
Oh,
didn't just shut
yes.
your doors and work from home. You
Mm-mm.
contributed a lot to the community. So talk about that.
We really did. We did vaccination clinics. We vaccinated over 3,000 people twice. We did graduations for the kids outside in our parking lot. It was so wonderful to see them driving around in their cars with their parents beaming there. We had yoga classes. We did virtual education programs for the kids. And we're kind of very excited because it comes full circle. Our education gala this year, our inspiration gala, is Harry Connick Jr. And when he comes, he will do something special for the kids. So it's really a wonderful thing to have live theater in our community.
It so is. It's been missed. So people are thinking they're going to buy tickets. They are going to buy tickets. And some
Yes.
people may be on the fence because the Delta variant's freaking everybody out again, which, is a valid concern.
Yes.
So what is the new normal at the Van Wezel? What's the COVID protocol?
Sure. The new normal is that we, along with 9 other arts organizations, the opera, the ballet, the orchestra, West Coast Black Theater, the Oslo FST, Circus Sarasota, we've all been working together during the pandemic to make things right. And so what we have made the decision that to come to the theater, you need to have a negative COVID test. And on all of our websites, there are protocols, and it tells you how many hours before that you have to have the test. Or if you want to bring a vaccination card, that's all right. It's an acceptable thing, but you certainly don't have to provide that unless you want to. And then we will have until we hear from like Dr. Gordillo and a number of other experts in the CDC when we feel it's safe that people won't have to wear masks. And I'm heading to Broadway in about 10 days, and I'm going to have to do all those same things on Broadway. And we also, of course, hear from our unions, our actors, and our stagehands. And all of the people backstage at the Van Wezel have to be vaccinated, the same thing in all these other groups. And we reached out to a lot of leaders in Sarasota, and really they gave us some fantastic advice, and we're doing everything we can to make everybody safe and feel comfortable at the theater. Because to us, if we have to shut down again, it will be an economic devastation for us, and it'll be terrible. And so it's not just about safety, it's about economics too. And the arts brings so much into the state of Florida as far as income. There's these major concert tours coming in. Everybody has to do the same protocols if you're going to a big concert show as well.
So I'm wondering what the executive director of the Van Wezel is going to see first on Broadway, the first production she can see when she goes back to NYC. What is it?
Well, I can tell you, I'm going to see a big new hit. It's called Six. It's about the six wives of Henry VIII,
Yeah,
and I'm also going to
it's
see.
amazing. I heard it's amazing.
Oh, it is. And I'm also seeing, I'm a Tony voter, and so I'm seeing Passover, which is the first show to open on Broadway. It's a Black musical. I don't know a lot about it, but I'm very excited because it was the first one after Bruce Springsteen. They actually did not invite us Tony voters to see The Boss, but, I'll live through it. I saw him 3 or 4 times in my career. So I'm very excited to be back on Broadway, and I think I'm going to go back and see Moulin Rouge again.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Now you're going to get me singing the songs. Yeah,
Yeah.
you are not wasting any time, and I don't blame you. I'll live vicariously through you, and I'll see you at the theater. Thank you so much, Mary Benzel of the Van Wezel Performing Arts. Break a leg this season. Welcome back.
Thank you. Broadway's back.
Yes, have a great trip too.
Thank you.
Okay, everyone, stick with us. Chief Meteorologist Bob